Today we're going to explore a topic that's extremely relevant to our everyday lives: sugar. For decades, sugar has been a staple in diets around the world, and we often don't think twice about consuming it. But what if I told you that sugar is more like a drug than we realize? In this presentation, we'll take a closer look at the truth about sugar, its addictive nature, how it affects our health, and why we should be more mindful of how much we consume. Let's start with a question. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of sugar? Most of us immediately think of sweet foods, cakes, candies, sodas, and pastries. But sugar is more than just a sweet treat. It's a powerful substance that affects the brain in ways we often overlook. When we consume sugar, it triggers the release of dopamine, the feel-good chemical in our brains. This is the same chemical involved in addiction to drugs like cocaine and heroin. Studies have shown that sugar activates the dopamine system, providing a sense of pleasure and satisfaction. But just like with addictive drugs, the more sugar we consume, the more our bodies crave it, leading to a vicious cycle of addiction. In fact, research has shown that sugar can be as addictive as cocaine for some individuals. A study conducted in 2007 found that lab rats who were given the option to consume sugar over other substances would choose sugar in excess, even when offered a drug of abuse like cocaine. This shows just how powerful and addictive sugar can be. And this addiction doesn't just affect animals, but humans too. Now that we understand how sugar works on the brain, let's take a closer look at how it affects our overall health. 1. Weight gain and obesity. The first major consequence of sugar consumption is weight gain. 1. When we consume sugar, especially in sugary drinks like sodas, our bodies convert it into fat. 1. The high levels of sugar, particularly fructose, increase the production of fat in the liver, which can lead to fatty liver disease and insulin resistance. 2. Type 2. Diabetes. One of the most concerning health risks associated with sugar is its direct link to type 2 diabetes. 2. When we eat a lot of sugar, our body produces more insulin to process the sugar in our bloodstream. 2. Over time, our bodies become less responsive to insulin, leading to insulin resistance, a key factor in the development of type 2 diabetes. 2. This chronic condition can lead to serious complications like kidney disease, heart disease, and nerve damage. 3. Heart disease. The relationship between sugar and heart disease has become clearer in recent years. 3. High sugar consumption can lead to high blood pressure, increased inflammation, and the buildup of fatty deposits in the arteries. 3. All of these factors increase the risk of heart disease, which is the leading cause of death worldwide. 3. One study found that people who consumed more than 25% of their daily calories from sugar were more than 3 times as likely to die from heart disease. 4. Tooth decay. It's no secret that sugar is bad for your teeth. 4. But just how harmful is it? 4. Sugar feeds bacteria in the mouth, which in turn produce acid that erodes tooth enamel, leading to cavities. 4. If you've ever had a cavity, you know how painful and expensive dental treatment can be. 4. The more sugar you consume, the greater the risk of tooth decay, gum disease, and other dental issues. This leads to obesity, a condition that has reached epidemic proportions worldwide. It's estimated that more than 40% of adults in the United States are obese, and excess sugar consumption is a major factor contributing to this rise. Not only does sugar affect our physical health, but it also has a profound impact on our mental well-being. 1. Mood swings. After consuming sugar, many people experience a sugar high followed by a crash. 1. This happens because sugar causes a rapid increase in blood sugar levels, giving us an initial boost of energy and happiness. 1. However, as our body processes the sugar, blood sugar levels drop, leading to feelings of irritability, fatigue, and mood swings. 1. This fluctuation in mood can make us feel tired and cranky, which leads us to crave even more sugar to get that initial high back. 2. Increased anxiety and depression. Studies have shown that high sugar consumption can also contribute to symptoms of anxiety and depression. 2. Sugar triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol, which can affect your mood and mental health over time. 2. Chronic sugar intake has been linked to an increased risk of developing depression, particularly in those who already suffer from mental health issues. Sugar doesn't just affect individual organs. It has wide-reaching consequences for our entire body. It plays a significant role in the development of many chronic diseases. 1. Cancer. Emerging research suggests a connection between high sugar consumption and certain types of cancer. 1. Sugar contributes to inflammation in the body. which is a known factor in the development of cancer. 1. Additionally, cancer cells feed on glucose, the primary component of sugar, which may encourage tumor growth. 1. While more research is needed, studies indicate that reducing sugar intake could help reduce the risk of some cancers. 2. Fatty liver disease. Excessive sugar, particularly fructose, can contribute to fatty liver disease, a condition where fat builds up in the liver and impairs its ability to function properly. 2. Over time, fatty liver disease can progress to more severe conditions, including cirrhosis and liver failure. 3. Chronic inflammation. Sugar is a major contributor to chronic inflammation in the body. 3. Inflammation is the root cause of many diseases, including arthritis, heart disease, and autoimmune disorders. 3. By reducing sugar intake, we can help reduce inflammation and lower our risk of these chronic conditions. So what can we do to combat sugar addiction and protect our health? 1. Cut back. Gradually. If you're used to consuming high amounts of sugar, it's important to reduce your intake gradually. 1. Cold turkey may be difficult and lead to withdrawal symptoms, so slowly decrease the amount of sugar you consume each day. 1. Start by eliminating sugary drinks, which are one of the biggest sources of hidden sugar. 2. Read labels. Sugar is hidden in many foods, even those we don't associate with being sweet, like sauces, dressings, and processed foods. 2. Be sure to read food labels and be mindful of how much added sugar is in your food. 3. Choose whole foods. Opt for whole fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins instead of processed snacks and sugary treats. 3. These foods provide essential nutrients without the blood sugar spikes. 4. Seek support. If you find it difficult to cut out sugar, consider seeking support from a nutritionist or joining a support group. 4. Having a plan and accountability can make the transition easier. In conclusion, sugar is far more than just a sweet indulgence. It's a drug that can lead to addiction and a range of serious health issues. From obesity and diabetes to heart disease and mood swings, the dangers of sugar are far-reaching. But by being mindful of our sugar consumption and making healthier choices, we can break free from sugar's grip and protect our long-term health. Remember, moderation is key. Thank you for your time, and I hope this presentation has shed light on the truth about sugar. Stay informed, make better choices, and take control of your health.